Hey, one of your first events, I almost got run over. Yeah, because remember I would be out there.
Yeah,
recording?
you were at the
I was
yeah.
out there, and I don't remember. I don't even know who it was. It was a G35. Just came at me and just like 180 and reversed into me, like, oh my god!
I know. And some of these photographers are out there, and I'm like, bro, you do not know them. Like, go back.
Yeah.
Like, I want to tell you who's good and who's not good, but it's just like, bro, like, hey, go back. Like,
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Wow.
yeah.
Good thing I had my vest on.
Has anybody gotten hurt at any of your events? And
No,
how do you-
man. So like the worst accident that's ever happened out there. It was a freak accident. The car understeered and it was overpowered, and it hit a light pole.
Oh wow.
And like he got bumps and bruises and stuff like that. But it happens. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell people, like, the stricter we are on safety, the less I have to worry about. Like, I love my events and I love doing what I love to do because I don't have to baby these dudes. I set a standard. Like I said, I set a standard for people to come in, obey the rules, do what you got to do. So that way I'm not there babysitting everybody all day. Cause that's a whole nother job. If I can sit there and enjoy the event and hype up people and like every once in a while, hey dude, like do this. Okay, cool. Hey man, make sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. You know what I mean? Release like that. It's fine. But when you have to constantly, hey dog, hey dude, hey, stop. Hey, well, you know, that's a whole nother thing. But just staying on top of people like that and being on their safety is like a whole, people run over the curve. They've done stuff like that. They've got a couple bumps and bruises, but doing it in a small area like that and having the outlet to make sure when we set up the tracks to make it more, like I know Frank was saying, it's a big turn. And it's like, yeah, it's a big turn in your eyes, but to me, there's plenty of room for that guy to mess up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of...
There's an escape route.
Yeah, it's an escape route to where, yeah, if we were at a track, it'd be a lot different. If you're doing stuff on a narrow road, but you make the tracks a little bit more, that guy can play with the car and go, oh, that's what it's going to do. Okay, I'm going to do this the next time. Oh, that's what it's going to do.
Right.
Because like I said, you're going to learn more in 30 minutes on the track than you will on the street because you have that runoff room to like, oh, yeah, I'm going to, I can do this.
So you mean by like, I guess, having the cones out there instead of
having
like
the cones and the lines and everything else. So just having that extra room and making sure that you're placing photographers in certain spots because the photographers come out and I make sure to like go talk to the guy running the car because we call that the grid guy. Shout out to the grid guy, Aaron. But just we make sure, hey, go talk with him. We have zones out there for y'all. Make sure, and like we know Adam's gonna go get crazy with some cool stuff, so we allow people like Adam to go, hey. But then we know the guys that are new that have their small little camera that are learning. That's like, hey, bro, you're gonna be right here.
Right.
There's plenty of good shots you can get right here. Plenty. Start, get comfortable. Let us know you. Let us get comfortable with who you are, and then
That's what I always tell people that first time getting on the track, taking photos or anything to support the event is like, watch the drivers, get a feel how they drive, and then make your decision.
Oh, wow.
For placement to get your photos. Because there's more than a handful of drivers I've seen over the years where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be like 3 feet, maybe less in front of you when you're sliding to get that photo.
Nice.
But then there's other drivers where I'm like, I'm going to stand back maybe about 6-7 feet just in case. You know what I mean?
Because they're kind of still learning. Or whatever.
So.
Hi, Francesca. Thanks for joining the YouTube chat. My daughter, Mama. Oh. Thank you, Mama.
Yeah,
shout out to the grid guy.
Yeah, like we said, there's photographers like Anthony. He's our new upcoming photographer. He's been helping us out too. Cool. And
awesome videos, by the way, you've been doing for them.
Oh yeah. So he's coming out. He's learning and stuff like that. Because that, like I said, this is Adam's business. So when he does his thing and he does his thing, we have our guys that come out and like, hey, can you hook us up, give us some photos, do stuff? Because one of my other guys, Josh, he was out there, and you'd see Adam close, and you would see Josh hanging upside down from the tree or something. Like, Josh, what are you doing, dude? Like, Josh, what are you? And he's like, hey, I got this, guys. I got this.
Got a good shot.
Yeah, he would get his shots, and he would do what he'd have to do. And I was like, Josh, and Adam's over there being careful, and Josh is just, oh, yeah, I got this. You almost hit me, bro. And I'm like, well, I didn't even know you.
Martin Fuentes on Facebook. Thanks for joining. He says, that's my dog, Jake Flo.
That's the Southern Goat.
A shaka.
Barbecue.
Nice. Oh, that's a barbecue dude?
Yeah.
Right on.
Coming out feeding everybody. He sells out almost all the time.
Put your business on there, Martin. Tag your business on there so people can check it out.
Every time I come out and say, hey, can you make us... Man, I already ran out of brisket. I'm going to need you to put some aside, dog. Like, triple cheese, man.
What's y'all's favorite car-related movie or video game?
Ooh.
Video game for me would have to be Tokyo Extreme Racer. Like, I don't know if y'all remember that. That's like old school, like
Wow.
PS2.
TS. We just bought that.
Yeah, I got the Tokyo Extreme Racer 1 and 2 for Dreamcast. So, yeah.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, yeah,
Dreamcast. That's
Yeah.
the
yeah, the old school Sega. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I think
I got a PS5 though.
Sorry, bro.
But you know, we still play the old games.
My bros. Y'all see the new Dreamcast update?
Everyone's
Still
like,
uploading.
this fool's still on Dreamcast.
I'm waiting on the CD to come in for the update.
Oh man, I don't know. If I have to say that the Initial D arcade game, that's
Wow.
that's a very fun one.
That's a dope one. I kicked his ass.
Wow.
At Quasars.
Yeah, Quasar.
Quasars.
Yeah.
I was actually over there a few months ago with a couple of buddies, and we spent maybe almost 6 hours just playing that game straight.
Uh,
And then this dude, we're gonna call him the Ghost of Akina, because he shows up out of nowhere
It was
and
me.
he spanks us, and then he leaves. Doesn't say a word, just spanks us, and we're just like,
Mic drop.
wow,
Just
we're like,
Damn.
wow,
See y'all
okay.
later.
But other than that movie, the original Fast and Furious, I think
Yeah.
that's classic. It's perfect. This guy.
And
Yeah.
no, Corpus doesn't look like that when they do this.
No.
Everybody's. That's not,
Not like that.
It's not like that. Mine, I'm really not a gamer because, like I said, I suck at it. But the one game that I've always owned is Forza, and that's just what I've done. And that's on Xbox, and that's only because I not bought an Xbox for that game. So yeah, that was my game, and now I do Assetto Corsa, which is on the simulator.
Yeah.
But my favorite movie, man, is American Graffiti.
Oh.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah.
know that one?
Nah, it sounds familiar.
So that's the slogan of the movie was "Where were you in '62?" and that's an old hot rod movie.
Wow.
And yeah, it's a bunch of college kids getting ready to go off to college and stuff like
Wow.
that, and a big race. I grew up as a hot rod guy, so
Nice.
that movie right there is my heart right there, because that's the one thing I always did with my parents and my dad. You know, he always the '55 Chevy at the very
I
end
was
of
gonna
the movie.
say,
on
do y'all
the
have
drag
like
race.
do y'all have favorite like muscle cars?
Yes, so I have a dream car, and it's from that movie. It's a 32
What?
Ford Coupe, and I will get one day. I will sell both my drift cars for that car.
God
I've
dang.
gotten everybody to question me, would you sell them? Hell yeah, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat for that car.
Quote that for later.
And we went to Universal, and at Universal they have the Mel's Diner, and that's where all the hot rods are sitting at. And I got to show my boy, like, dude, this is Dad's dream car, and he was all over it. And I made sure to implant that, because if that dude ever wins a lottery, I'm getting that car.
He actually
there will
liked
be
it?
So he knows it, yeah. So
Oh,
he
wow.
knows it, and he was, telling my wife, take a picture of me and my dad's dream car, this and this, and like we sat by those cars for an hour, and my wife was like, "Can we go?" I'm like, "Can I cherish this childhood moment, please?"
Yeah.
Like, I know we're here for our child, but this is me. Like, I sent a million photos to my parents because that movie was
Yeah.
the best.
Southern Goat Barbecue by Martin Flores. Check it out, y'all.
Hell
On
yeah.
Facebook, he says he got y'all for the next event for sure. Best movie. Andrew Von England on YouTube says best movie, Super Fast, best game. Need for Speed 2015 and Car X Drift.
Need for Speed
Gran
2015
Turismo.
was
I
good.
remember that one.
Oh yeah.
Gran Turismo.
And now they just made a movie off of that too.
What?
Yeah.
I
That
had, no
was
idea
actually
that,
good
I had no
movie.
idea that was a real thing that actually happened.
Yeah, no, it was based off.
I watched it. I was like, no
And
way.
they did a
that's
real
so
car
cool.
accident too, and it was like,
Yeah.
ooh, snap,
What?
that really happened.
There's history behind that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh
So,
yeah.
What it came out on Netflix? Did you see that movie? You haven't seen that movie
No.
yet? So, like I was telling you, the simulator thing.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing. Like that is a legit, and they now did that. So he's playing the game, and they have a simulator for that style game too.
Wow.
And he got up, and now he was
Yeah.
a pro driver.
Who?
And
So that's the guy that's in part of
so
the history.
it's not the
story?
guy who made it the game. So there's a game owner, but that guy, they call it Gran Turismo the movie because it was a Gran Turismo competition.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, they
Yeah,
host
yeah,
it
it was
every
like
year.
like the actual
Yeah.
gamers entered
Oh, okay.
a contest for a chance to
Yeah.
get a contract
A shot
to
at
drive
professional
to become
driving.
Oh,
a professional driver.
Yeah, it goes off like your lap time for a certain track. If you can, get the best lap time, you move on to
Yeah.
It's a real
eventually
thing, man.
become a professional
The
driver.
best professional driver on it. So they do it on the simulator.
Yeah.
And then eventually, wow.
Yeah, so
Took
that's
on the
how they
track.
they did like a time thing, and all the fastest kids got to like go in, like they recorded their time on whatever, and yeah, so that's how we got it. And it was
Wow.
And I tell people all the time, like I was never a believer of the simulator, but now it's expensive at the start, but it's cheap at the end because now you can just drive and Man,
Yeah.
there's nothing better than driving in my underwears with my shoes off, and I'm just driving by myself and doing what I got to do. And everybody's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm driving." So it's like, yeah. And it's like I'm over there, and all my best friends too. We're all older dudes. So I'm like, dude, there's nothing better than doing that. Like,
All right, so when you go to Justin's house, don't sit.
Disinfectant.
yeah,
Little
yeah. And
lights
it's
all
amazing because you're doing it in the AC. You're not
Yeah.
sweating. You're there.
You're
and
not wasting
learning.
fuel. You're not wasting
yeah.
tires.
Yeah, dude, for
You're
real.
actually wasting electricity. and
Electric-
that is expensive. Yeah.
Right on. Thanks a lot, you guys in the chat. Giovanni Hernandez, Eric Garcia, Miguel Perez. The real driver for GT was the stunt driver for the
For the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it.
Then
Wow.
Miggy with the facts.
I know, right?
Put those facts into your car, Miggy, please.